Hi everyone, it's Bretta Riches from runforfoot.com, and today I'm going to be doing a minimalist running shoe review for Forefoot running. I'm going to be talking about the Vivobarefoot EVO Pure. I know there is no substitute to running barefoot, but the Vivobarefoot EVO Pure is getting a ton of credit for feeling almost barefoot equivalent and helping a lot of runners overcome injury and improve their biomechanics. As a runner, strengthening your feet should really be your first priority because a large portion of injury prevention and running efficiency is deeply rooted in having strong feet. It makes a difference if your feet are strong versus if they are weak. On many levels, barefoot running shoes like the Vivobarefoot EVO Pure makes running less risky as compared to the traditional running shoe. One reason for this is barefoot-inspired footwear are mostly flat, low profile in construction, which really makes a difference in clarifying how you strike the ground with your foot. Because of the thinness of the outsole in many barefoot running shoes, the perception of your foot-ground interaction is much different than it is in the traditional running shoe. Being able to have a good impressionable perception of the ground will help advance your forefoot running form, and your forefoot running form won't be difficult to sustain if you can actually feel how and where you are stepping. If you like the Vivobarefoot 1 or the Vivobarefoot Neos, you will love the Vivobarefoot EVO Pure because it feels and fits very similar to the Vivobarefoot 1 and is even lighter than the Vivobarefoot Neos. The Vivobarefoot EVO Pure is thinner and wider than the Morel Vapor Glove and the Vibram KMDs. So if you really want the barefoot experience, you will be more than pleased in the Vivobarefoot EVO Pure. The Vivobarefoot EVO Pure is built for road running, treadmill running. It's great for indoor workouts. They do very well in the trails. They give good traction, but they are more built for drier conditions. According to many wear testers, the Vivobarefoot EVO Pure feels more comfortable than many Vibram 5-finger running shoes, despite the fact that the Vivobarefoot EVO Pure are actually much thinner than many Vibram 5-finger running shoes. But many wear testers complain that the Vivobarefoot EVO Pure is too wide. So if you have a hard time finding a wide shoe, you may want to try the Vivobarefoot EVO Pures because they are wider than most average wide running shoes. The wider the toe box, the better your balance control, enhanced impact absorption. Essentially, toe spreading gives you more defensive capabilities to avoid running injury. The EVO Pure does not come with a removable insole, so they really do maximize the level of sensory input enrichment, and this is how the Vivobarefoot EVO Pure will be a big asset to your running performance, given how thin it is, which allows the feet to soak up lots of sensory input, helping you to spatially align your forefoot strike landing more effectively. The Vivobarefoot EVO Pure has a 3mm thin puncture-resistant outsole that gives a lot of ground feel, and this will provide a more sustainable basis for allowing you to maintain good forefoot running form. Ultimately, the Vivobarefoot EVO Pure outsole is so thin that you can actually feel the temperature of the ground. The outsole is very durable, more durable than the New Balance Minimas, and remains durable for running long distances and for high-intensity workouts. The EVO Pure is also great for lifting too. Vivobarefoot EVO Pure is made of 100% vegan construction, and the upper materials are soft and flexible so your foot doesn't feel trapped or boxed in like they do in most traditional running shoes. The Vivobarefoot EVO Pure is tremendously flexible, which is another good reflection of mimicking the barefoot experience. It's important for the shoe to work with your foot and not against it, and the Vivobarefoot EVO Pure encourages a stronger foot by continually moving and flexing with your foot, and this is really how foot strength manifests in a fast way. The shoe is incredibly light, which is another thing that helps improve running economy. The reason for the shoe lightness is due to the upper, which is made of a thin nylon mesh, which reduces the weight of the shoe. The EVO Pures dry very quickly after being washed, or if you sweat lots in them. The Vivobarefoot EVO Pure can be worn for the winter because they are slightly insulated. They are also tremendously comfortable, and I think they perform best in drier weather. The Vivobarefoot EVO Pure is a classic barefoot-inspired running shoe. It's flexible, it's light, are certainly a strategic necessity that will help you bolster your foot health and running performance. Many runners seem to have continuing challenges in traditional running shoes, and this is because traditional running shoes are very stiff, they're very rigid, they provide no ground feel to help properly guide a safe forefoot strike landing. All of these traits are rooted in causing injury. The final resolution for injured runners is to understand the importance of feeling the ground, because being barefoot or in a shoe that closely approximates being barefoot helps speed the transmission of sensory information from the feet to the brain that leads to faster muscle reaction time, better movement coordination, and most importantly, provides better landing security such that you will avoid heel strike when you run. The EVO Pures help in every way possible to prompt you to land lighter on your forefoot. The EVO Pure forces you to be more focused with your footstep when you run, so you have no mechanical conflict and you will have a much safer exchange with the ground as compared to if you were to run in the traditional running shoe. For more information on how to run, that is, if you want to find out more about the health benefits of forefoot running versus the health harming effects of heel strike running, please head on over to my blog, runforfoot.com, where you will also find more reviews and recommendations on barefoot inspired footwear that I feel are best suited for forefoot running. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel to stay updated on the latest research regarding the proper biomechanics of running and how to run with greater efficiency. Have fun up there on the roads. Bye for now.